And so what we want to talk about today here live is about the winning mindset. You know, the most important thing is that you want to always have an opportunity to be thinking positive about what you need to get done. And once we always talk about having the right game plan, having it written down, and being able to concisely follow that game plan. But I've been getting a lot of recent calls about, okay, the winning mindset. What does it take to have a winning mindset? And the first thing that it takes to have a winning mindset is that you have to have a winning mindset. You have to be able to put yourself in a position on a daily basis to where you're not thinking about anything but winning the game that you're trying to achieve. Because the most important thing is that we believe that you must win the game on the inside before you can win the game on the outside. And what that means is you have to imagine it, you have to see it, and you have to have a vision of exactly what you're trying to accomplish. Now, when you take a look at the most successful athletes, or you take a look at the most successful business people out there today, they have a way of quieting their minds down. And what I mean by that, they have a way of taking everything out of their mind that doesn't have anything to do with them winning today. And so when you see athletes, you know, those are the ones that we always see the most, that pregame where they're just shooting around and they got the earphones on, or a businessman, he's just listening to a podcast or listening to some a seminar. What they're doing is trying to quiet their mind down so that they can totally focus in on what's important. And what's important to them is to win the day. And so when you take a look at it, you must win the game on the inside before you can win the game on the outside. Because the winning mindset, as we talked about last week, your level of preparedness equals your level of success in anything that you do. Well, a winning mindset is just as equal. It's going to raise the bar up. It's going to level the playing field by you having a winning mindset. And so there's a couple things that we want to talk about that's going to help you. And so the first thing that we want to make sure is that to have a winning mindset, you have to be dreaming. You have to imagine, and you have to have a vision of exactly where you want to go and what you want to do. And that vision and that imagination that you have written down, that needs to be your game plan every day. Because you and I know that once you get outside the four walls of your office or your home, life starts to happen. And the first thing that comes into play will be doubt. Mr. Doubt or Mrs. Doubt, either one, they have ruined a lot of visions and a lot of imagination. And those doubts typically may not come from just you. It may come from your friends. It may come from your peers. It may come from anybody that don't understand what your vision is. I like to always tell people that he didn't give you the vision, he gave me the vision. And that's why I'm going to keep on going forward in what I'm trying to accomplish. But allowing people to put doubt into your mind on the goals that you're trying to achieve isn't real good. Because at the end of the day, they couldn't do what you're trying to do. They don't want to do what you're trying to do, but they surely aren't encouraging you to get there. And so I always recommend that whatever your imagination is, whatever your vision is, do not let people come into play and doubt what you're trying to do. The next thing on having a winning mindset is to think positive. And when I say thinking positive, it's thinking positive in desperate situations. Once you start attempting to be somebody or to make changes, there are going to be things that come at you that you don't understand. But you always don't want to let your mind go to a place to where you start to think negative, so you want to think positive. And one of the areas that we all need to strive to think positive is in the situations at hand. Jealousy, envy, how come they have this? How come I haven't got it? That old saying that you start to wonder why everybody else has something and you don't, makes you start to think negative about them. You shouldn't wish harm on anybody else because you wouldn't want them to think harmful on anything that you're doing. And so thinking positively about somebody and what they're advancing in their life is real important, because people love to talk about people honestly. But if you're talking good things about them, some of that mercy might come back your way. So always think positive about everybody else's situation and encourage them to keep going for their goals, and then they will start encouraging you to keep going for your goals. The last one I want to talk about is opportunities. Boy, I don't know how many times I've asked myself, how come I didn't get an opportunity? Well, there's a lot of reasons why I probably didn't get the opportunity. One, I wasn't prepared for the opportunity. Two, I wasn't graciously accepting it. And three, I didn't want anybody else to get the opportunity. So you need to understand a winning mindset, you're not worried about those opportunities as anybody else has. You're glad that they have those opportunities. What you're trying to do is create an opportunity for you. And what you're trying to do is move your game plan to the next level. Because a winning mindset is the beginning of you starting to make changes in your life that'll change your career and actually change your life. And so for today, 2020, we're almost done with January. We want to make sure that we're leading with a positive mindset so that we can win the game on the inside before we win the game on the outside. Because for 2020, I need everybody to get you ready on. Because everybody needs to be successful in 2020. And so as we wrap up, I just want to let you know how you can stay connected with us. First of all, you can reach us at 405-295-4022. You can text us or you can call us. We'd love to have a conversation with you. We offer sales training, behavior training, personal assistance. We want to do everything that we can to help you reach your goals this year. You can go to averyhicks.com. You can book a consultation. They're free. We can get a chance to speak, see how we can help you achieve the goals that you're trying to get to. Because the one thing about Get You Ready On, everybody needs to get you ready on. We can be reached at IG at Get You Ready On, Facebook at Get You Ready On, and then Instagram at Avery L. Hicks. Folks, appreciate you spending some time with us today. Once again, just want to remind you, it doesn't matter what game you're chasing, whether you're trying to be a professional athlete, you're trying to be a doctor, teacher, whatever your endeavors is that you're trying to chase today, always remember this: you're not ready for the game until you get you ready on. Thanks. We're out.